Plow to the fence for national defense. This was a slogan during World War I that encouraged farmers to plow any and all of their land for wheat, a crop that was crucial for the war effort. These good intentions led to one of the darkest periods in American history, both literally and figuratively. The rain clouds dried up, the wheat fields shriveled, hordes of grasshoppers in biblical proportion encroached the land, devouring everything in sight, even the paint on the clapboard houses. Black clouds billowed in the horizon, but they were not filled with precious rain. Instead, clouds of dust. The black blizzard slowly engulfed the breadbasket of America. Creeping across the Midwest, a gargantuan plague, sifting through the cracks in people's homes, covering everything with dust, thwarting the effort of even the most fastidious housewife, killing hundreds of people, succumbing to the throes of dust pneumonia. Imagine trying to be a farmer in the 1930s while this transpires around you. Little to no rainfall, combined with blistering heat, creates an inhospitable environment that makes growing any crops a very difficult task. Your farming techniques, the only ones you know, displace the native grasses that hold not only the moisture in the soil, but the soil itself. Without moisture or an anchor, fertile soil turns into dry, unusable dust. Then, frequent winds pick up this dust and cause low visibility and, in some cases, dim the sun out. These were the conditions of many farmers in rural America. I'm here to explain how conservation has, and still is, preventing another Dust Bowl. One of the main causes of the Dust Bowl was the techniques farmers were using then. Many of the native grasses were plowed up or overgrazed by livestock. So, to combat the poor soil conditions, Congress created a new federal agency in June of 1933 known as the Soil Erosion Service. This agency began offering incentives to farmers to take barren lands and turn them into permanent pastures or forests. New practices were also put in motion, such as building terraces and drainage outlets, and even new farming methods, like crop rotation, which is the growing of dissimilar crops in sequential seasons to improve soil structure and fertility. It also mitigates the buildup of certain pests and pathogens that often occur when one crop is continuously grown. Other measures were also put in place to reduce soil erosion, such as planting trees, which held the moisture in soil and held the soil itself. They also made excellent windbreaks. These measures were successful, and by 1938, blowing soil was reduced by 65%. America was emerging from the dust. Conservation ended the Dust Bowl, but how is it preventing another one? Well, I'll tell you. One of the more recent programs created to conserve the environment was the Conservation Reserve Program, or CRP. The CRP was created after the signing of the 1985 Farm Bill, or the Food Security Act. The CRP's main goal is to remove highly erodible land from crop production. In exchange for a yearly rent, farmers remove environmentally sensitive land and plant species that will improve the quality and health of the environment. The amount of soil saved from erosion amounted to approximately 154,961,573 tons of dirt each year. So, in conclusion, thanks to the Soil Erosion Service, the Conservation Reserve Program, and other conservation efforts, new methods of farming, and hard-working American farmers, our great country was able to emerge from one of the harshest droughts in our history and has been able to prevent or at least lessen the severity of future droughts. Thank you.